Hello, traders, and welcome to PL Capital's Market Review. I'm your host, Paul, and today is Saturday, April 29th. And in this video, I want to look at the S&P, the Nasdaq, and oil. So let's go. All right, first, we're going to start off with the upcoming economic calendar and a busy week for data points coming out pretty much every single day. On Monday, you've got manufacturing PMI data. Tuesday, you got the JOLTS job openings. Wednesday, you've got ADP employment, you got services PMI, ISM PMI, and oh yeah, that thing called the federal interest rate decision. So FOMC will be happening later on Wednesday. Thursday, you got the usual weekly jobless claims. And Friday, you got non-farm payroll. So every day, the markets will be whipping around a lot. And not to mention on Thursday, then you got the final big tech earnings report to come out from Apple. So this will be just a extremely volatile week. Every day, these data points will definitely be moving the market. So be ready for those points to be coming out. All right, let's look at the chart. Going to start with the Nasdaq because, as I said in my last video, I think this one is the easiest chart to look at here. So I changed my count here. So I think this is an A, B, and now this is all ending diagonal for C. And drilling way in here, it looks to me like we had a 1 expanding flat 2 down here, and then this looks like 3 and 4, and this is all for the fifth wave, and I don't think it's quite done yet. I think they got a little bit more up to go, but anyway, this will be ending soon. But because we're in this, let me zoom back out, we're in this ending diagonal, so this was 3 waves, this is 3 waves, that was 3 waves, this was 3 waves for 4. This is all the impulse. So pretty soon you're going to get a bigger correction here and then go up, and it'll break this high 13,348. So this correction will happen. It's just a matter of, are they going to first break the top and then give you a pullback and then still one more up? Or are they going to, almost look like they're going to break it and then try to fake people out, getting shorts going, and do a pullback, and it could be pretty deep. I wouldn't think it will go real deep, but it could be, pretty substantial, really try to get shorts loading up and then rip it higher. So, and there's so many data points that, who knows what be the so-called catalyst for the pullback, and what will be the catalyst for the up. Will Apple be involved, or will Apple actually be, price will be up here and Apple comes out and that's the leg lower? Who knows? A lot of scenarios that can play out, but that's what I'm expecting. At some point, there's going to be a bigger pullback, and then still one more up. So breaking that top, and then that'll complete the fifth wave for the C. And then at any point there, once they break that top, well, once they complete this 3-wave move, I think the market starts to sell off. And then looking at the S&P, now this one is, well, let me actually go to the continuous contract here, futures. This one has several ways to look at it. I mean, they're obviously going to be breaking this high, this 41.98. And so in my last video, I said that if they break that, then I think the S&P goes a lot higher, but there's no way that the S&P is going to go a lot higher if the Nasdaq is about to end. So if I zoom out to a daily, there's a couple of ways to interpret this. this is clearly, a three wave move, and this is a three wave down, and then three there, and then you got three down here. And, for sure they're going to break 41.98. And then it's just a matter, do they break this 42.44? It depends on how this is going to be labeled. This could be, this three wave, that could be a W, this could be X, Y, X, and then if they do come and break this high, that could be the Z wave, or that could be like a leading diagonal, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. But going back to the Nasdaq, because I feel that this is an ABC pattern, I feel like then the Nasdaq is going to sell off and it's going to go take out the low. And so if that's going to happen, it's going back to the S&P, then I don't see that how all of this would be a leading diagonal, because then that would imply that you'd be getting a correction and then still one more up, where I think the Nasdaq is just going to grind its way all the way to the bottom. So, if they do break this top, then this has to be, a WXY XZ pattern. But they also don't even have to do that, because I've always been thinking that this is A, B, C, and that the S&P actually started the down move. So 1, 2, 3, and and then there was this 1, 2, and then this ending diagonal. So I've always thought that this was 2, but they're clearly going to be breaking this. So it's possible then that this was just the A, and then the B, and then they'll break the C but not break that. And so it's still like a 1, 2, 3 wave pattern. So leading diagonal. So this is 1 down to here, and then this will be 1, 2, 3. That'll be 2, and then they'll fall in conjunction with the Nasdaq. 1, 2, 3 pattern. That'll be 3, and then they'll give a 4 and a 5. So all in all, it really doesn't matter. My bias is still that the S&P is nearing a top, and then it's going to roll over and go down to the bottom. It's just a matter of, do they break these two, and then what's the labeling. But all in all, I don't think there's much more up for the S&P. Clearly they'll break the 41.98, but I don't know how much higher they'll go. They might break that 42.44 for that Z wave, but they should fall then with the Nasdaq. So that's my bias for the S&P. And oil. All right, so let me go down to a 4-hour. So to me, it looks like this came down in a 3-wave pattern, 1, 2, 3, and then got a sharp bounce up. But I don't think this is all the correction. It's just really sharp. So I think they're going to kind of just stay in this zone for a while. So, so far it looks pretty impulsive. So I would think that, at some point they're going to give a little bit of a correction and then at least one more up. But I think they'll come and break this 73.93 one more time. Now in this correction, I mean, it could get, very complex, and, they can stay in this 75 to 78, 79 range for a while. But I think this is just going to be correction, and then eventually one more down before they head on up and take out that 83 level. So we'll keep an eye on this, but I think that this will get pretty choppy, kind of probably be a little hard to trade. you know, if anything, I'd wait for this correction to start looking for a sell setup, or safer play, I guess, would be just to wait for them to come down and into this zone, break this 73.93, and then somewhere in here, 71-ish, 73, and then start looking for a buy setup. All right, that's what I see on oil. Thanks for watching. Hope this helps. Thanks for your likes and support, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.